Yo guys, what's up? Now it's winter time, so we can't fly that much, so it's time to upgrade my drones. One of my drones is my Geprcy Sparrow. After a hard crash last time, I almost destroyed my Foxy Mix, so it's getting its end of its time. So I ordered a new camera. This will be the small one. This is the runcam Split 3 Nano. I think it's one of the smallest one at the moment. With that, I will change my VTX. This is the TBS Nano 32. So I'll put the link of this review in the description below. With that, the camera is a smaller one, as I told you, so I have to be changing a lot of things on my drone. I have my setup is all on 30-30 mounts. So I got some components. I 3D printed them, so I'll put the link of the 3D print in the description below. With that, I also have my own design of a mount for the VTX with my receiver, the Fresh guy. So I'll be showing that too. Now that's all been said, let's go over the specs of the camera and see what this one will give. Well, now you got the PCB and close up. It's small, so everything is getting close together. First you got here your wire connectors. It's pre-soldered, so that will be easy to connect. First you got your video, your ground, and your power. On the left you got two solder pads that will be connected to your RX and TX from one of your UART ports. Between that you got your microphone. On this one it's mounted on the board, so a little bit better than the rest. You're connected to your camera, your ribbon cable, and the small camera. Now you see on my camera I already put on the plastic bracket so I can mount it in my drone faster. On the back of the PCB you got some buttons. One will be for on and off recording, and the other one will let you change your settings from video to photo and go into your OSD settings. Once you go into your OSD settings, you will use one of the two buttons to change into the menu itself. Next you got the OSD slot. I will put the specs of this down below. Now let's get it hooked up onto my drone and see how everything works. Well, everything is mounted into the quads. As you can see, I got enough room now. The bolts doesn't touch anything. It's small. The camera itself, it doesn't come out the frame that much, so next time it would be damaged. So that one works out pretty good. Well, next I'm going to show you how to set up the OSD of the camera. As you've seen, most of the cameras do have external joystick or the Wi-Fi connector using your cell phone or something. Well, this one works a little bit different. It will be using the two buttons on the side of the camera. The furthest away from your cable will be accessing the menu by pressing it. The shortest one will let you toggle to the menu. First you got your video. You see it highlighted. When you push the furthest button again, it will enter that menu. Then first you got your resolution. Mine is at 180p 60 frames. Next you got your loop record, auto recording on. That's nice when you plug in, you don't have to push anything anymore. Your wide dynamic range on, and save and exit to go back to the previous menu. Next you got your image. You got your saturation, contrast, brightness, sharpness, and your image flip. That's nice to put your camera upside down. Your metering, your field of view, and back to save and exit. You got your TV out. Mine's at 16 by 9. NTSC, and back to save and exit. Next you got your micro SD cards. I don't have one in at the moment, but that will show you how full it is, and by formatting it. Next is your general, power frequency, the volume. I think that's the volume for the mic. Your power, automatic power up, automatic shutdown, your resets, your language, and back to save and exit. By exiting the OSD, you go back to save and exit on this page, and you press the furthest button, and you will go back to your screen. Now I got some flight video I'm going to show you guys. I'll try to say what I think of it, and I hope you enjoy it. So now we're at our favorite flying spot. I had some problems in the beginning of this flight. I had very blurry vision. After checking out the camera, I saw that the housing of the camera snapped, I think under the stress of the screws on the side. But as you can see, the colors are pretty good. You have to remind it's winter time, so everything is a little darker. You can see a little wobble sometimes. That's the crack into the casing. But I still think the colors are still pretty good, even for this small camera. Even with fast turns, rolls, the color is still getting perfect. Even when you fly through the trees, you can have a little blur, but still perfect vision of everything. You can even see difference between sand, grass, leaves. They all work perfectly, even when flying fast. So I think for this camera you pay a little bit more than the rest, but still a perfect camera to use. Even when with the power loop, it gets a little bit dark, but it recovers pretty fast. Even low flights, perfectly. Now guys, showing you everything on this camera. It's small, it's compact, it's easy to build in. I do like this camera a lot, so I'll be using it more in my videos. I had some minor setbacks on it, but with cooperation with Runcam, we fixed all the things. They sent me a new component, so a camera is pretty good for this one. Now, if you want to see more of my videos, do hit the bell, do subscribe, and just take that 1 second to give me a thumbs up. I always like those. So, see you guys in the next. Cheers.